We've all been there. Your pulse is drumming in your ears, and your notes blur, and you're certain every eye can see your confidence evaporating. Meanwhile, a colleague effortlessly commands the table, building instant rapport with every word. Many of us explain this gap by assuming social magnetism is a fixed biological inheritance, a trait you either have at birth or you don't. When we believe presence is an innate gift, speaking up feels like a high-stakes gamble. This assumption forces brilliant minds to stay silent, convinced they lack the hardware to be heard. This widespread misunderstanding of human personality, rather than a lack of actual skill, serves as the primary driver of professional social anxiety. Consider the possibility that conversational fluency is independent of your personality type. Communication operates as a physical, biological event. It can be measured, mapped, and reproduced. At Princeton University, neuroimaging researchers began investigating the biological mechanics that separate an awkward exchange from a meaningful connection. Scientists used functional magnetic resonance imaging, or fMRI, to record the brain activity of people during successful communication. The data revealed a phenomenon called neural entrainment. In a successful exchange, the listener's brain activity physically synchronizes with the speaker's brain activity. This brain-to-brain coupling is the biological reality behind what we often call having good chemistry. During this state of synchronization, the listener's brain moves beyond just hearing words. It begins generating anticipatory responses. The listener's cortex starts predicting the speaker's thoughts milliseconds before the sentence is finished. This predictive alignment is the specific mechanism that creates the powerful feeling of being truly understood. Since neural entrainment is a standard biological response, it can be triggered through specific actions. Because this process is rooted in biology, it relies on a learnable behavioral curriculum rather than luck. The myth of the speaker gene simply masks a lack of a structured method for processing real-time interaction. Under pressure, a racing heart is actually a predictable biological response that occurs when the brain lacks a reliable protocol to follow. When your mind goes blank, it signals a temporary lack of a structural framework to manage the variables in the room. Supercommunicators utilize specific behaviors to navigate these high-stress moments and maintain connection. These individuals use learned techniques to match their cognitive frequency to their listeners. Approaching presence as a systematized network of behaviors replaces social guesswork with a series of predictable, repeatable habits. To trigger this brain-to-brain coupling on demand, we use the SAMVAD framework, a sequence of behaviors modeled after the patterns seen in high-performing communicators. This framework shifts your focus away from internal anxiety and anchors it into a 6-part cyclical process of conscious dialogue. By following this specific loop, you learn the exact techniques to mirror your listener and establish the synchronization discovered in the fMRI studies. Stop relying on the hope of being born with a specific personality. Master the mechanics of the system instead. Social magnetism is a masterable science. When you apply the mechanics of conscious dialogue, you create a foundation for lasting professional influence.